4/6, F6, key of C. 3 notes materia, ascending and descending. Start by ascending 3 notes. F6 add C sharp, starting note F, 1. F G A, F upward 2-2, F G C, F upward 2-5, F G D, F upward 2-7, F G F, F upward 2-10. F6 add C sharp, starting note F, 2. F B C, F upward 6-1, F B D, F upward 6-3, F B F, F upward 6-6. F6 add C sharp, starting note F, 3. F E F, F upward 11-1. Starting note F summary. Each has a variant. F6 add C sharp, starting note A, 1. A B C, A upward 2-1, A B D, A upward 2-3, A B F, A upward 2-6, A B A upward 2-10. F6 add C sharp, starting note A, 2. A E F, A upward 7-1, A E A upward 7-5. F6 add C sharp, starting note A, 3. A G A upward 10-2. Starting note A summary. Each has a variant. F6 add C sharp, starting note C, 1. C C sharp D, C upward 1-1. F6 add C sharp, starting note C, 2. C E F, C upward 4-1, C E A, C upward 4-5, C E C, C upward 4-8. F6 add C sharp, starting note C, 3. C G A, C upward 7-2, C G C, C upward 7-5. F6 add C sharp, starting note C, 4. C B C, C upward 11-1. Starting note C summary. Each has a variant. F6 add C sharp, starting note D, 1. D E F, D upward 2-1, D E A, D upward 2-5, D E C, D upward 2-8, D E D, D upward 2-10. F6 add C sharp, starting note D, 2. D G A, D upward 5-2, D G C, D upward 5-5, D G D, D upward 5-7. F6 add C sharp, starting note D, 3. D B C, D upward 9-1, D B D, D upward 9-3. Starting note D summary. Each has a variant. Next, descending 3 notes. F6 add D flat, starting note F, 1. F E D, F downward 1 2, F E C, F downward 1 4, F E A, F downward 1 7, F E F, F downward 1 11. F6 add D flat, starting note F, 2. F B A, F downward 6 2, F B F, F downward 6 6. F6 add D flat, starting note F, 3. F G F, F downward 10 2. Starting note F summary. Each has a variant. F6 add D flat, starting note D, 1. D D flat C, D downward 1 1. F6 add D flat, starting note D, 2. DBA, D downward 3 2, DBF, D downward 3 6, DBD, D downward 3 9. F6 add D flat, starting note D, 3. DGF, D downward 7 2, DGD, D downward 3 5. F6 add D flat, starting note D, 4. DED, D downward 10 2. Starting note D summary. Each has a variant. F6 add D flat, starting note C, 1. CBA, C downward 1 2, CBF, C downward 1 6, CBD, C downward 1 9, CBC, C downward 1 11. F6 add D flat, starting note C, 2. CGF, C downward 5 2, CGD, C downward 5 5, CGC, C downward 5 7. F6 add D flat, starting note C, 3. CED, C downward 8 2, CEC, C downward 8 4. Starting note C summary. Each has a variant. F6 add D flat, starting note A, 1. AGF, A downward 2 2, AGD, A downward 2 5, AGC, A downward 2 7, AGA, A downward 2 10. F6 add D flat, starting note A, 2. AED, A downward 5 2, AEC, A downward 5 4, AEA, A downward 5 7. F6 add D flat, starting note A, 3. ABA, A downward 10 2. Starting note A summary. Each has a variant.